So too now, Harboview Medical Center just announced they are going to have to temporarily stop admitting patients with less critical conditions, as the hospital is over capacity by, they say, 150 patients.
Now, but finding care for less critical patients is not that easy to do. Fox 13's Dan Griffin live at Harborview this morning with what this means and how the hospital is making sure people can still get the care that they need. Hey, Dan.
Hey, good morning to you. So obviously Harborview is a level 1 region trauma center for a lot of our area here, and they believe that that's one of the reasons that they have reached this point here. They say they have the speed, precision, and skill, obviously, to treat people in critical need of care. Now, they say they have reached a point, though, where they cannot continue to do this, to take on those less critical patients. Officials say that they have more than 560 patients in the hospital that has licensed beds for about 413 patients. They say 100 of those patients need long-term care or post-acute care, but finding a place for them has not been easy, as the entire healthcare system faces staffing issues and other hurdles. Yesterday, the hospital announced they will stop admitting patients with less acute conditions, at least for the weekend. But Harborview leaders say they will continue to take patients with life-threatening injuries.
What has been happening is that when ambulances arrive in emergency departments, they're unable to offload their patients to beds inside the emergency department, and they're having to wait for longer and longer periods of time, sometimes even hours, before they're able to offload their patients, which is then impacting their ability to serve the community for their emergencies when they occur.
Now, officials say the last time this happened was in September 2019, and at that time, other hospitals had more capacity, meaning less impact on others. The acting medical director says there are some trickle-down effects from COVID now, though the virus is having a smaller direct impact on operations. They say they are partnering with neighboring hospitals, including Swedish and Virginia Mason, to take more patients. And they tell us those facilities do have the ability to surge some. But Harborview officials say obviously there is an ongoing issue throughout the entire healthcare system across the country, and it's going to take some time to adjust not only from staffing issues, but the effects of the pandemic and also backlogs of needs for health care. We're live at Harborview Medical Center. Dan Griffin, Fox 13 News.
All right.